Okay, we made it. Let me share this link with everyone who's waiting in the other live real quick. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Okay, cool. I'm glad it's working. I hope that the sound is all right. Okay, hi Jonah, hi Donna. Okay, I'm really glad this worked out. Whew, I was like, what the heck? Hi Marie Lee, Lulu. Oh my gosh, okay, well, it's 10 in the morning here in Anchor Point, Alaska. I don't know what time it is where most of you are, but I think it's evening. Hi Michelle. Oh my gosh, okay. Also the other time, well, in the other live we were talking about it, like I would love for this to be more participatory, more reciprocal, and I think when I do another one of these, it's gonna be in like Zoom or something so that we can have more participation. Like, I mean, I love the chat, but I wish I could hear you also and see you if you wanted. Okay, 8 p.m. Well, thanks for joining me. This is probably going to be shorter than part one, just because we did go through more than half of the deck. And I'm just going to like pick up where we left off, but I also thanks for the Zoom votes and also for the Zoom idea yesterday. I think that was Augustina from yesterday that told us about the idea. Anyway, okay, so okay. So I just wanted to say real quick, if you have like any questions about the campaign, about the dream deck, about the full-size guidebook or anything like that, this is the time to ask whatever you want to ask. Not like this second, but like during this live. I really want to just clarify anything or or whatever comes up. And yeah, I feel like I have some questions for you. Oh yeah, I have a question for you guys too. So I'm gonna ask that in a little bit. Zoom call limits of 40 minutes unless you have a paid account. That's true. I used to have a paid account, but got rid of it. Okay, I'm so happy you all are here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start, and then we'll do questions. I'll ask my questions to you guys, and you guys can ask questions anytime. Oh, hi, Josephine. Okay, so we're gonna keep going just where I left off yesterday. And basically, I'm going through the Dream Deck cards and doing a side-by-side with the first edition and just talking about the differences, some of the changes, why I did them. And if you have any questions or observations too, you're welcome to chime in, and I'm doing my best to look at the chat. So, oh my gosh, and I was getting so tired last time. I feel like I wasn't as excited as I wanted to be, but at the end, but I have to redo this card because it's one of my very, very, very favorites. Oh wait. It's one of my very favorite updates in the Dream Deck. I don't know. I guess you just have to see it in person, but it feels just so much more open. I love the kelp, and it feels like the kelp is like expressive also and just like joyful. So yeah, I feel like that's when I realized I was tired yesterday because like I couldn't be as excited about this card as I really am deep down because yeah, I love this one so much. I'm tempted to put it on like the cover of the little booklet, but we'll see about that. Yeah, more underwater feeling, Rebecca says. Okay, so we're going on to the Root of Wands, And yeah, here definite color palette change. And honestly, the wand suit. Oh, hold on, I'm grabbing the wrong cards. The wand suit is one of my favorite like updates as a whole, like with the face cards. I don't know, there's something about this green that really just gets me. But yeah, this is one of my favorite updates in terms of the face cards. But the other changes in the root of wands is I didn't want it to feel so crowded with all of these wand, like the symbols that I used for the wand. So instead of 4, there's only 2, and then they're like big. So I really like that. It feels a lot calmer, but like I still wanted them in there, and they're bigger. So yeah, so that feels a lot more open. And then we have the flower of wands. This is one of the first ones that I worked on, because I just like I did the same thing with the wands. I put 2 instead of 4, and it just opened it up. And there's something about these little stars that just make everything feel a little bit more magical. So yeah, and in the gold edition, these little stars are also gold. We did see a preview of it yesterday, and then there's some gold accents. Anyway, you saw. If you saw the other one, it's in there. And then, thanks Joanna for being excited for this special edition. I'm so excited for it. It's just, yeah, it's like a totally new deck. So yeah, same with the Harvest of Wands. I took out these wand symbols, the wormwood, and I feel like I could feel the snow, I feel like I just more like I'm able to enter into that environment a lot more easily without it being so crowded. And the color, just really, yeah, I love it. And so this also has a little bit of these little star symbols. And the gold edition version is the gold edition has this in gold, these stars, and the snow, like reflected on the snow. And yeah, so then after this, if you have any gold edition art that you want to see, same as part 1, I'll pull it up and we can see it as best that we can with the webcam. But okay, we're getting into the thunder suit, and I love the purple. I think it might be like my favorite color in the deck, and that's why I want to use it for the edging. Okay, Jitsi Meat, you know what? Someone mentioned something yesterday and I didn't write it down and I forgot. So I'm gonna like write this down because I will forget. Yesterday I forgot what the other one was. Okay. Thank you, Josephine. Oh, Discord too? What? Okay. Jonah, I'm glad you love the purple. I mean, I can't get enough of this purple, especially with the white border. So we have not that much change to the Two of Thunder. I did add some purple here and some purple here, and I did darken our little seal friend a bit just so it's a little bit more visible. And we did share the gold edition of this yesterday. And then, hi, welcome back. I'm glad that this is your daughter's favorite shade of purple. Honestly, I feel like this was my favorite color when I was like in 3rd grade or something, but I love it so much. And I forgot that I loved it so much. But here's the 3 of Thunder. And yeah, it just changes the whole feel of the card. And I also added, you can't really see it that well, but the line that makes up the anatomy of the heart, it does have like a rainbow. So it's not the one solid color like in this card. It's actually like a rainbow. So it goes from a pink to orange to green. But you'll be able to see that more in person. And so yeah, that's another change that happened. Thanks for being excited. Okay, the Four of Thunder. This one actually changed a little bit when I was doing the gold edition art. So this isn't the final, but it's pretty similar. I just changed a little bit with the hand area here, and the gold for this card is also pretty simple. I wanted it to keep that kind of like light feeling. So the thunderbolts are gold, and then these lines are gold. But yeah, I also added a little bit of more texture here, so there's some depth, and it's not just like a flat. It's not just like a flat color. And our Five of Thunder. I think I edited this just a tiny bit with the color in the sky in the final, but it's probably hardly noticeable. And the changes in this card were a little bit substantial. I ended up like completely removing the breasts on this figure, and then I added these little stars again, but it just like it's like a little flowing chain of stars on this one. So yeah, that feels really good to me. Seven of Wands in gold would be amazing to see. As a brunette, I love all the body hair in the Gentle deck. Thank you, Claire. Yeah, I can. Oh, wait, the seven of Wands in gold. Okay, well, when we get to the point when we're doing these things, you could type it again, and then we can check it out. Six of Thunder. Okay, this one changed quite a bit. I spent I don't know how many hours on this new version of the Six of Thunder, but I really, really wanted to convey like a change in space. So it goes from like this really light, like there's this bright kind of light, and going a little bit like towards the depths. And we still have the moon, it's in a different placement. And then these were actually supposed to symbolize like the six thunder, like there's little six lines to represent the six thunder bolts, but I just completely removed those and added this like more movement, and I played around with the color to have it look a little bit like it's glowing. And oh my gosh, and the gold edition on this one, I hope someone requests it if I forget to show it, but this is definitely also one of my favorite gold edition pieces, just because like all of these little lines are in gold, like all the movement lines are in gold. And you guys, the gold edition took a lot of time. It felt like re-illustrating the whole deck, and I'm actually not done. I'm not sure how far I've got through the stones, but I'm actually not done. I had to stop, and I'm like, okay, we might not get there. Like, let me focus on the guidebook. Rebecca says, it makes me think of Sky Ocean from a book I love. And Flying Over the Rainbow. Whales are my fave, says Erin. I know, they're just so magical. And I don't know if any of you have like had experience with them like up close, but it's definitely something that leaves a really beautiful impact on you for life. I mean, I don't know, that's how it feels for me, and I feel really lucky to have been able to have some time with them up close. Back when I lived out in Alaska. But here is the Seven of Thunder. And not too much change, but there is a color palette change, and I never necessarily liked how the thunder was just like a really high contrast in this card. It felt like a lot of energy. So I did make them a little bit translucent here so that there's more focus and like more clarity on the links itself. So that's a change. Jonah says whales would sometimes come to the fjord where I grew up. Oh my gosh. That sounds beautiful to grow up with whales around. Atabi says, and now with the adding of the gold has me feeling that version is a spirit deck version. Wow. Yeah, I think I have no idea how this gold one is gonna feel, but it is I love that. I love that, and I can't wait to use it, you know? And the other idea I have for the dream deck, just because I was rewatching that short video that I made about it and like talking about the gold in the pocket deck, and I was like, wait, like I would love to have gold on the card backs. It's really expensive. It's so expensive. I was a little bit nervous about the 80,000 goal, but yeah, I would want to do some gold on the card backs too. So we'll see. But I'm not saying I'm going to change the 80. Like if we get there, I'm hoping that with whatever pre-orders or whatever we make, it'll be plenty. I'm crossing fingers, guys. Oh hi, welcome back. Eight of Thunder. This is one of my favorite cards. And there is a pretty big difference with like I took off the thunder there, and I'm a little bit conflicted only because I've heard other people talk about the meanings that they read from having like the thunder kind of like grounding like that. But I also just like I love this card so much, and I feel like when I took them off and added these colors, like another kind of rainbow here, and just like the fade from like this periwinkle to like this darker purple, and I don't know, there's like a lot, I feel like it's softer to me. And it's different. It's different. I hope you like it. And I am gonna stick to the way it is here. It just feels a lot more open. And I also brightened up the flowers and added some color inside of the flowers to brighten them up. And the gold edition on this one is also really exciting. And then Nine of Thunder changed a little bit. I lightened it up. I'm actually really enjoying the cards that have white that gets to the border. This isn't like a true white, but I just love that kind of play with the white border. And so it is lightened up. We have the purple in the background, and I moved this moon up to the top center, and it just feels it feels like there's a lot more focus, especially on the figure being like centered on the card. So yeah, I hope you like these changes. Adabi says, I've been thinking how the changes from the Gentle Tarot deck that have grown into the Dream deck and into the Gold deck are a wonderful evolution and growth of you and your medicine. Thank you. It definitely, when I'm doing the work, I feel like it's really healing for me, and I feel lucky to be able to do it. And, it's something that excites me and that I look forward to be able to put the time, minus back, to put the time into the changes, because it's energetic change too. And yeah, so I'm excited. Thank you for the comments and for all the love. Our 10 of Thunder did not change, actually. The only change that I made was I made the title in purple. But yeah, I love this card, and nothing really stood out to me to change on that one. And the Seed of Thunder definitely changed color palettes. It brightened up a lot. I feel like the purple just like makes it just a lot more joyful, and I changed the color palette of the fireweed and the grass, basically the whole thing. So yeah, this is also one of my favorite new favorite cards. Thanks for loving that card. The fluffy tail belongs to Mina. She's my kitty. We adopted her like 4 years ago. But yeah, she's my buddy. She's my best buddy. She's my little helper. I'm sure she'll be back. Root of Thunder. Not too much change. I did lighten up the art and I changed the color a little bit of our albatross, and then I added these little purple marks in the reflections on the water to keep us with that purple theme. And then Flower of Thunder didn't change except for this purple stripe in here, which I really love. Like, it's subtle, but yeah, it makes me happy. Thanks, Rebecca and Pickle Pear. Thank you. Yeah, the cohesiveness is something else, and you could feel it too, like just when you have the cards out. Yeah, I really love the new color palette. Harvest of Thunder. So yeah, so here's another instance where I had like these little symbols for the suit, which I feel like were not necessary at all. I love that I got to just take them all out. And then, so yeah, for this one, I changed the background and the color brightened up our moose friend here. So yeah, this one, I love it. I don't know, like I just instantly love this card more. Autumn says, my own medicine has been supported and complemented by your medicine tarot decks. I've been enjoying the experience of using the Gentle Tarot quite often. Exciting times. Thank you. I appreciate your support. And honestly, there's a lot of times when this work just feels really hard, you know, just to depend on, like, this is my livelihood. And it's hard when that kind of thing like becomes your job. And I feel like knowing that it's something positive for someone is just like that really, you know, fills my heart and motivates me to keep going. So thank you for sharing that with me. We're getting there. Wait, we're in the last suit. Oh my gosh, we're going. Ace of Stones lightened up a lot, and I love how it just has like a clarity to it, and I really feel like it has to do with the white border also. But yeah, that green in the background, I lightened up this area too, and so yeah, that's the ace. I also get really shy, and I feel like it's hard to take in compliments and stuff, and I really appreciate it. But if I got shy, that's why. Okay, our Two of Stones changed a lot. I spent quite a bit of time on this, and we got some clothing. I just felt like, I don't know, I feel like they had been like that long enough and wanted some change. So I hope you like it. And I'm really excited also about the balls like being level and balanced and almost like they're levitating and like not in movement at all, and that feels really peaceful to me. I also incorporated these kittiwakes. They're kind of like seagulls, and they're actually in the My Friend Fire deck too, so that felt like a really sweet connection to add to the Two of Stones. And also, I don't know if you can tell too much on here, but I also raised the figure a bit also, so it's not sitting towards the bottom as much, and it's more centered. So yeah, that sounds like it's kind of a theme with a lot of these, is like centering them instead of having them off to the side. And thanks, Jonah. Um, and here we have the Three of Stones. Lots of changes here too. I feel like you couldn't, like, unless you really looked, you could never really see the mud that is on the figure's bodies. So that's really obvious here. And also, I just really love the color of the mud here. It feels like a very familiar earth color. And also, the sky is brightened up. We have the purple. We have a little rainbow in there. Not like a true rainbow, but we have some color. And then the cloud has changed. I know some people had said in the past that this kind of looked like a hand coming in, which wasn't the intention, but that's pretty cool, and I like that interpretation. But this one just has it just a little bit more, a little lighter, and still with the red in there. And I also removed these stones here, just because I feel like less is more sometimes. Um, Thank you, Autumn. You guys are so sweet. Um, Here is the Four of Stones, and not too much change here. We do have this new color, the stones green color, and I changed the color of the water and brightened up the salmon, and yeah, that's our Four of Stones. Five of Stones did not change at all, except for the stones are gone, because I don't think we need them. And then I did change the color of the turtle to match the stone suit color. Oh, I'm glad you just got it and that you love it. Okay, we have a question. Tiny Tess asked, is there already an idea for the bonus card, or are you still collecting ideas? I'm still open to ideas. If you have any, feel free to share out. I shared about it yesterday, and it's right now we have intuition and perspective. And really I would really want it to be I want it to be a card that also fits with the theme of like the unseen. And both of these felt right, but I'm definitely still open to ideas, so feel free to share. And then our Six of Stones. This was just a color palette change, and I love it. I changed obviously the background, but also the color of these balls here. And we have the Seven of Stones. Oh, hi, welcome. So yeah, we have the Seven of Stones, and this one has a few changes that might not be that obvious, but I changed these little rainbow balls up here, so you can kind of see that in the first edition they were kind of bending downwards, and here they're bending up, and then the color palette change. But yeah, I love it. I feel like even just like this simple change of having them go up, it's like it just feels like energy also like going out instead of just coming in. And then thanks, I'm glad you like it. We have the Eight of Stones. This one, like I said, I feel like less is more, and I took out these little stones here, changed the color palette, and then added one of our little star symbols here that on the gold edition is gold. And I'm really excited about that. And I love these colors, like these colors together, this kind of turquoise, that earthy green, and these reds just like feel really earthy to me, like really grounding. Pippa Pear says, I'd love to see a bonus card that reflects your refinement editing process Editing oneself is one of the hardest tasks. I love that you revisit your work with so much love. That's a good idea. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to write stuff down because I'm not gonna remember. So give me a second. Pippa pear. Um, if you guys saw my handwriting, you'd be like, wouldn't be able to read it. It's so sloppy, but I can read it. Thank you for sharing that. Our Nine of Stones. This one, actually, it's been keeping me up at night, and I think that this one is gonna change still. I'm not gonna do too much art editing because I definitely want to finish the guidebook soon. But I have been thinking of this one, and I feel like I just want to change the figure completely. Um, I just feel like maybe we've grown out of this figure. So I want to change it. I'm excited. I'm actually going to be reaching out to a friend here to see if they can model for me. But I'm excited. So yeah, I will be sharing more about the change of this one first in Patreon because my Patreon helps me out a lot. They're my first they're my little circle. And then I'll share the final in Kickstarter. So yeah, this one I'm excited about because that will be changing. And none of these have gold edition art yet. So if you have ideas, you're welcome to share those for gold. Okay, Nine of Stones. I feel like this was already one of my favorite cards, and it was one of the hardest ones to illustrate when I was first making the Gentle Tarot. And I was relieved and thankful that it was received well with the first edition. I'm even more excited about it with the Dream deck, just because of these colors. This was more like monotone, just all greens, and now we have some changes. Again, kind of like playing into the rainbow and just having more color, but we also added this is Garupi, my Patreon, made this request to, I think it was Josephine, made a request to have Garupi, one of my chickens, be in this card, and then I ended up adding another hen, having a dust bath here, and actually I added Mina up here on the roof. So yeah, I'm excited for this Ten of Stones. It feels good. But even though like I have personal connections to this card, I hope that you can also identify with it and add your own meanings. So that's the Ten of Stones. And then thanks, Jonah and Rebecca. Here is the Seed of Stones. I just simplified, and with the green, it just feels a lot more calm. So it is less bright, but it feels calm, and I feel like the focus is more on the dough and the fireweed instead of like all this other stuff going on. So that's our Seed of Stones. I feel like I'm behind on the comments. Eight of Stones is a special card for me because one time I woke up from a nap and my dog had picked that card out of the deck for me, LOL, and she never gets into my stuff. That's from Something Witchy. This way comes. Aww. Tanitas says, thank you. I already shared my idea, the one with integration, but whatever it will be, I'm excited about it already and love the idea that it will be a connection to the unseen. Thank you for sharing your ideas. And yeah, thanks for relating about the the sloppy handwriting. Thank you for loving the new color palette. Yeah, I feel like the lighter colors definitely just do something. Oops. Oops. So yeah, Root of Stones. It's another like front and center for me, and making it bigger, similar to the Magician and the Two of Stones and some other cards. But yeah, it feels good. I love how calm also the color palette is, and that the focus on our little bumblebee. So that's the root. We have 2 cards left. We have the Flower of Stones, which actually didn't change much, but I feel like the white border changes it quite a bit. And then I just added this little green line here to go with our suit. And then we have the Harvest of Stones. And this card, it always printed dark. So I definitely lightened it up, and I just made the whole card into a rainbow. And it just makes me happy to like end with a card that is like a complete rainbow. And it reminds me actually like this other card that turned into a rainbow. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. But like there's just some cards that were the whole thing kind of turned into a rainbow, like in the background. So yeah, that makes me happy. I hope you like it. And I'm glad you like the addition of chickens. Ought to be. And yeah. Okay, I guess we're done with the walkthrough. And we had a question earlier. I think it was answered. If anyone has if anyone has any other questions, thanks for being excited, Jonah. They are such different energies. Okay, so maybe that brings me to my question that I have for you guys. Let me take a sip of tea. Hold on. This is licorice. So good. So I've been running into this question, and I'm just not sure because I feel like I don't have enough experience. But do you think that the Dream Deck is a second edition? Like, should it be considered the Gentle Tarot second edition? Like, one thing that always made me hesitate about calling it a second edition is that I feel like it's just a totally new deck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much second editions change. Like, if a second edition, like if the deck changes completely, like is it still a second edition? I'm pretty sure I asked my Patreon before, and they agreed that it was the Dream Edition was fine because I mean I just feel like it's a totally new deck, so calling it a second edition doesn't make sense to me. But also, like, if you were just like as a consumer, and if you were reading about something, like what would you want more, like a second edition or a Dream Edition? I don't know, but I mean it could be Dream Edition, second edition, but I just feel like it's so different that it's another deck, like it's just like a new deck. So we gotta vote for Dream Edition. Do you see a pocket version of the Dream Deck ever happening? Yes, I can't wait for a pocket edition. It's on my mind all the time. I'm not sure how soon, and but I do want to make a pocket edition of the Dream Deck because I love pocket decks. We have another vote for it being a new edition and the Dream Edition. It's a new deck if you asked me. The name change is appropriate because it's an offshoot of the Gentle deck. The Dawn and Dusk editions, I love that. It feels different. I just bought the Gentle Tarot and I'm new to the scene. Hi KJ. Thank you. Okay. Well, thank you for answering my question. I feel the same way, and it's just my Dream Deck, and it's totally different. So yeah. Okay. So if we have any requests to see Dream or Gold Edition artwork, you can let me know. And I'm gonna get the prizes that I set out for the giveaway because I already gave away the deck wrap yesterday, but I have some other stuff. So let me grab them. Okay. We got some, we have some prints that aren't available anywhere else. I'm excited to give away. I'm gonna give away a set of 4 of them, plus some signed decks. Okay, we got some gold edition requests. Thanks, Donna. I think we'll stick to the dream deck. Thank you guys for your help. 6 of Thunder. Okay, sweet. Oh my gosh. And I think, okay, anyway, I'll show you this and then I'll try to show just the gold on its own. So here it is without the gold. And then there it is with the gold. So yeah, you get an idea. There's a lot of, it's gonna look so pretty. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I might take off these ones so that it's not all gold and we can still have some of this purple. But yeah, that's the general direction that I'm going. And the breasts were also removed from this figure on the 6 of Thunder. Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, if there aren't any more requests for gold edition cards, I'm gonna start shuffling these cards for our giveaway. And I'll be doing 2 signed pocket decks and then 4 of these prints. And then let me just pull out some of the ones that I have. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at From My Friend Fire. The thing is, it's really it's hard to offer these on my website because they have to be made to order. So these are never available online. These are my Patreon basically gets these, but they're not offered in public. So yeah, we got some samples here of some of the available prints. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle. And oh wait. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, this is in order. But it's not. You can probably hear my chickens. Thank you guys for being here. Autovie says, seeing the porcupine has me excited about My Friend Fire. I'm so excited for it. They're gonna ship to me any day now. I'm waiting for photos of the first edition, which is still being the gilding is still being painted on the first edition, but once that's done, like any day now, they're gonna ship to me, and then I'll be shipping it to you. And this is a prototype. We have a couple or a few left in the campaign too that are brand new, and I'll be shipping those as soon as the funding gets in. Okay, so the way the giveaway works, and we tried it yesterday and it seemed to work just fine, but basically I'm gonna shuffle the cards and pick one for each prize, and then you can put your card like guess in the comments, and then whoever gets closest to the card that I pull gets the prize. So go ahead and put your cards in the comments. If you're repeating what someone already opted for, you're gonna have to change it. Thank you. Okay, sweet. So I don't see any doubles. That's good. Wow, I'm excited. We have a lot of votes coming in. Okay. And the Pocket Deck prices, I'm also throwing in a little pouch with them. And I'm just signing them on the outside of the tin. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and... So the way I'm going to do the Pocket Deck first, and then the prints, and then another Pocket Deck. Okay. Yeah, and we can choose the prints later. Okay, so I'm gonna pick. Just gonna shuffle a little bit one more time. Okay. Oh yeah, you're only doing one. We got the Four of Thunder. Did anybody choose the Four of Thunder or a card right next to it? Oh, Michelle. Oh. Let me translate. Or if anyone speaks French and can translate, but you have to choose a card. Maybe I can translate it and come back. We still have 2 more prizes to pick. But you had to guess a card. Hold on. Oh no, I feel bad. I don't speak French. Okay. Hopefully this works. Ah, where'd you go? Okay. Okay, wait, so who won the Pocket Deck? Seven of Thunder. Okay, so whoever wins, I'm gonna put my email in the chat, and you can email me your address. If you are out of the US, I might have to ask for a little partial help with the shipping, but it just depends. But I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can, and then it's free shipping in the US. Oh, awesome! Congrats. Okay, I'm gonna pick another one. So this is for 4 prints. We have the Nine of Thunder. It's a lot of thunder. Oh, Jonah got 8 of Thunder. Is that our closest one? Okay, so you won. You probably have all of these prints because you're in my Patreon, so we can talk about it if you want something else. Okay, I'm gonna pick the last prize. And if the last person wants the prints instead, we can do that. Okay, congrats, Jonah. Three of Wands. Did anybody get the Three of Wands? Or anyone get the closest card to the Three of Wands? Is that the closest? It might be. The Ten of Cups might be closest. I think that's the closest. Oh, Five of Wands. Okay. Congrats, Something Witchy. This way comes. Okay. So you guys can go ahead and send me an email with your shipping address. Congratulations and thank you guys for being here with me. If you have any final questions at all, you can let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day or a good night. And thank you guys for being with me. And I hope you enjoyed that. It always feels funny to leave, but yeah, I would love to have more live chats also. I think I just need like a little bit of stability in my life. There's a lot going on in my personal life. But this definitely makes me inspired to like prioritize it. So yeah, hopefully the next time we can have a interface that lets you like talk and stuff too. Okay, thank you everyone. Launch party for the next campaign. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, thank you. Bye, you guys. Okay, bye.